It was meant to be Meghan Markle's grand Paris Fashion Week comeback, the Balenciaga show, flashing cameras, and that infamous white cape that looked more hotel linen than haute couture. And at the heart of her return was the ultimate prize, a Vogue feature. The same Vogue that never misses a chance to label her best dressed, even when the outfit screams crisis management more than couture. But this time, the PR gamble exploded. Word is Meghan paid her way onto the list, only for readers to rank her dead last. A paid slot turned public humiliation. Imagine dropping thousands, just to lose to a TikTok influencer, in thrift sequins, and Anne Hathaway's stylist's leftovers. That's Meghan's Paris legacy, not glamour, but glorious failure. It all started when Vogue posted its glossy best dressed carousel. Meghan's photo was right at the front, a placement so obvious it practically came with a receipt. There she was, posing with slicked back hair, brows sharp enough to cut glass, and lashes heavy enough to make Harry's therapy bills look light. Vogue called it modern glamour. The internet called it pad scandal chic. Within minutes, social media saw through the facade. The same Meghan who lectures the world about social media's toxicity was now chasing likes through a Balenciaga campaign, with a clutch critics said should have stayed buried after the brand's scandal. The double-lock hardware looked more penitentiary than Parisian, yet Meghan held it aloft like she'd just ended world hunger. Then came the real test. Vogue invited the public to vote. Meghan's team probably expected her online fans to flood the poll, bots and all. But instead of a coronation, it was an execution. She didn't just lose, she hit rock bottom. The comments were savage. "She looks like she raided a hotel laundry room," wrote one voter. Another mocked, "She paid for this and still lost, iconic." Her defenders tried to rally, but were drowned out by laughter. The meltdown that followed was more entertaining than the runway itself, and here's the pattern: Meghan overplays, the world calls her bluff, and she ends up buried under her own contradictions. She preaches privacy, but films herself walking through the tunnel where Diana died. She denounces toxic fashion culture yet clings to Balenciaga for relevance. She warns of social media's dangers to children while turning herself into its biggest ad campaign. The hypocrisy isn't subtle anymore, it's industrial grade. The timing made it worse. While Meghan was busy forcing herself into fashion headlines, Victoria Beckham's new documentary earned rave reviews, and Prince William charmed viewers worldwide in a viral interview. Meghan's moment vanished beneath their authenticity. Her attempt to hijack the spotlight only reminded the world that manufactured fame never beats genuine grace. Oh, what did Paris Fashion Week really give us? A masterclass in desperation. Meghan Markle, Duchess of Rebrands, paid for a Vogue appearance, clutched a scandal-tainted handbag, and begged the internet for validation. The world's verdict? A unanimous no, thanks. Because when you have to buy your way into best dressed and still end up worst dressed, you've stopped being an icon, you've become a parody. In the end, Meghan didn't just lose a poll. She lost credibility, again. Because true style doesn't come from PR budgets or polished statements, it comes from authenticity, a word Meghan has yet to master. Paris Fashion Week was supposed to be her rebirth. Instead, it became her public unraveling, a white polyester funeral for her once carefully curated image.